What is up, everyone? Welcome to this week's episode of Speedway Showdown. I am your host, Bub from Bub's Garage. I am joined offset by my lovely co-host, Tim. Nothing to say? Oh, for once, he's got nothing to say. So, on our last episode, Tim pointed out that it had been a few weeks since we recorded an episode. I thought it had only been a week. Apparently, I was wrong. I want to admit that to you guys here today and say I screwed up. It was about 2 months since our last episode. Well, between last week's and the one before that. But we're going to get better about that. I had a long, hard talk with Tim about our scheduling process, and he is going to make sure that he doesn't screw up like that again. So, without further ado, let's get right into today's episode. Today we are doing a classic PlayStation game called Crash Team Racing. This is the third take. I screwed that up 3 times. Or I'm sorry, I screwed that up twice. Got it right this time. Anyway, Crash Team Racing starring the cast of the Crash Bandicoot games. This was probably one of the best kart racing games on the original PlayStation. This was Sony's answer to Mario Kart. Great game. I remember playing this back in the day with my little brother and sister. I remember sitting on my pappy's lap, watching him play, and he said someday this game will be the game of games, the king of games. Something along those lines. Pappy was a little crazy though. With that, Tim, shut up. I don't care if my pappy played every game I played. Look, I'm playing all the games. So who's to say my pappy couldn't be playing the games? Just shut the fuck up. Without further ado, let's hop right in to playing some Crash Team Racing. Shall we? Is that okay with you, Tim? Now, the beautiful thing about this emulator program I'm using, is it actually emulates the old PlayStation sound effect on the boot here. Now, because of the way I have to set this up, you did miss the beginning of it, but you're going to catch the tail end of it here. So, get ready for some classic nostalgia. Classic. Alright, let's get into game mode here. Let's get ready to play. Let's get ready to race and see if we can remember how to play this game.
Start your engines! A Sony Computer Entertainment America production.
1999. Alright.
Fasten your seatbelts for another Naughty Dog creation.
Naughty Dog. Woo! I like how the music just stops. Like, so high energy, and then it's just like, boom, shut down. Alright, let's get into it. I'm not fucking around. We're gonna go on an adventure. A new adventure. Crash Bandicoot. Dr. Neo. Yeah, big ass forehead. Goddamn. Tiny Tiger. Coco Bandicoot. Engine. Dingo Dial. Or Pura. We're gonna go with the main man here, Crash Bandicoot. Wow! Alright, let's get into it. We're saving it to the memory card. If you remember, the PlayStation had a memory card. Alright. Oh! Ooga-booga!
Welcome to the Adventure Arena. You can travel around this area and practice your driving skills. The dots and stars on the map represent warp pads, which lead to races. When they flash, it signifies they are
Why does this sound like AI? They didn't have AI in
access a
99.
racetrack, drive onto a warp pad that has an active warp vortex, and it will take you to the track start line. Finish a track in first place to win a trophy.
No way.
As you collect...
There we go. We shut him up. What's the go button? Alright. Whoa! Well, let's do this. Cruise tubes. Okay. This looks like it's going to be a very entertaining game. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright. Whoa. So far, I am appreciating the game mechanics here. Easy to control. Let's see, we got a missile. What does that do? Oh! Is it seeking? Oh, maybe. Like, the sliding, something I still need to work on here a little bit. Whoa!
Here you go.
Here you go! Shut the fuck up. Yeah, the sliding is a little interesting. To say the least. Okay, you can't throw stuff forward. Nope. Whoa! So, for those of you that don't know, Crash Bandicoot was kind of like the game. The Crash Bandicoot game was kind of Sony's attempt at getting a mascot similar to how Nintendo had Mario, or has Mario. Now the games took off quite well. There was, I think there was a total of 3 Crash Bandicoot games, plus this, you know, Crash Team Racing. A few years back, these games were completely remastered and released, and they looked absolutely beautiful. You know, they remastered them with newer technology. And yeah, I mean, the games were it's a cult classic. It's up there. You know, if you were a Sony guy, if you were a PlayStation kid, you had Crash Bandicoot for sure. Look at that, a dub on the first game. Has that ever happened in Speedway Showdown history? I don't know. Okay, I haven't watched the episodes. I record the episodes, I post the episodes, you know, I edit them, I put it all together for you guys. I don't watch them though. Boring as hell. So I don't know if that's ever happened before. In the first race of the first game we played, that I actually got a dub. I don't know. Anyway, more about hey! Oh, what's up, baby? God dang! Woo! Yeah. See, okay. This is one thing I loved about the PlayStation back then. Sony did not care about being like PG for kids. That flag waving girl there had a big old freaking titties, zipper down, chest hanging out. Gotta love that.
Congratulations.
Hey.
You win a trophy.
I got a trophy, baby. Here we go. More crap.
The more Wampa fruit you collect, the faster your cart will go. If you collect and hold 10 Wampa fruit, you'll be juiced up, and your power-up will become more potent.
Why does the guy recording this, like, voice acting sound completely, like, not into it at all? The more Wampa fruit you have, the faster your cart will go. They are not paying me enough to do this. Anyway, man, Crash Bandicoot was the game. It didn't really take off enough to be Sony's new mascot. What do we got here?
To access this boss garage, you must come in first place in all 4 races of this area.
Oh, okay, that's a boss fight. How do we back up? You just press backwards. Anywho, see, I never, you know, I don't know that it ever got big enough to be Sony's official mascot, but pretty sure that the game takes place in the whimsical land of Australia. Here we go, here's a race.
To access this track, you must first collect the number of trophies required to turn on the wheel.
Alright, shut the fuck up. You're worse than Tim. God damn. Okay, all I want to do is race. We'll go here. We're gonna go to the Crash Cove. So anyway, yeah, Crash Bandicoot was a lot of fun. You know, like I said, I'm pretty sure this game takes place in the whimsical land of Australia. You kind of just hop around. The main bad guy is that guy on the end there with the big ass forehead, and I think he kidnaps your girl, and you got to go rescue her from him or some bullshit. You know, typical old video game. All right, I think we're getting the drifting mechanics down pretty good now. We gotta listen to what that mask guy said, and oh god, love that. Collect the Wumpa Fruit. If we have 10 Wumpa Fruit, we'll be juiced up, as he said. And get a little bit of a speed boost there. I gotta say, I do remember a lot of this game. I played a lot of this game back as a kid with my brother and sister. And hearing all the sound effects and the voices and stuff like that, it's bringing me back. And I do remember that I feel like this game did a really good job with soundtrack, sound effects, the voiceovers. Like they did a good job. And I think even appreciate it to this day that this is a very well it's a very well done car racing game, I feel like. So Tiny Tiger, who's obviously a very big tiger, ironically his name is Tiny. He's a dimwit. This guy here, N-Gen, he's like a nerdy scientist kind of guy.
Coming through.
Coming through. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, we were in first place. We were on track for a good race here, but let's see what we can do. Okay, so the Ooga-booga mask is the equivalent of a star in Mario Kart. There we go. 2 dubs in a row. Speedway Showdown, probably another first. What can you say about that? I don't know. I don't know. I love this game. I'm telling you right now. Other than Garfield Kart, this is probably the only game that I will probably replay. This is a load of fun. I don't know if they remastered Crash Team Racing. Oh, here we go. Look, this is what I'm talking about right here. Look at that. Bam, big old chest hanging out, bouncing around. Look, they animated those titties to bounce. Look at Crash doing his little dance. I don't know if this game was remastered the way the other Crash Bandicoot games were. If it is, and it's available, I think I might buy it. Here we go.
When you get a TNT crate on your head, start hopping immediately. If you react fast and hop enough times, the TNT crate will fall off your head before it explodes.
I am not getting paid enough to really give too much of a shit about this. Alright, we're going to do one more race, just because we're having a blast. We're 2 for 2 on the dubs. Let's see if we can make it a 3-peat, get the trips, and we'll get the hell out of here. I know y'all got places to go, things to do. We'll get this done real quick. I didn't even look what this map was called. The Mystery Caves! Ooh! Real original! Oh, real fucking original! Oh, I missed it. Well, alright. So, I do remember that the boss battles were actually a lot of fun in this game. And I feel like, and I don't know this to be 100% fact, but I feel like this might be one of the only racing games that had like an actual like boss system to it, where like it was a game that you progressed. You know, you played levels and you had bosses. And I don't, off the top of my head, recall there being any other racing game like that back in this time. Again, could be wrong. Tim, do you have any idea? No? You don't know? No, of course not. That's fucking useless. He's like my wife's half-cousin, twice removed. So I kind of have to give him a gig, you know? It's one of those kind of deals. If it was up to me... Yeah, you heard me. Alright. We need to get our head in the game here. This fourth place ain't cutting it for me. And we want the triple dubs! This is Speedway Showdown! Oh no! That's not what we wanted. Woo! We went really far back. Let's see if we can catch up. That might help a little bit. Wow! Alright, final lap, guys. Woo. Closing in on the second and first place people. Of course, we got hit with a bomb, the worst possible point.
Too bad.
Too bad. Fuck you. Woohoo! Woohoo! Hey! Alright, that might help.
One for the road.
Alright, we got that first place. We just gotta hold it till the end. No! That's twice the same fucking spot! Got hit with a goddamn fucking bomb and fell off the goddamn map. This is not looking good. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay. Ooh. Ooh! Are we gonna pull it off? We still got a little ways to go to the finish. There it is. You saw it here first. Speedway Showdown, a new world record, 3 dubs in a row. What else can you ask for? What else could you want? This is where it's at. Speedway Showdown, making world records. Yeah, there's Speedway Showdown world records, but nobody asked. Tim, nobody asked. One last look at the animated Bandicoot titties. There they are, bouncing and jiggling. One more ultimate dash from Crash Bandicoot, the main man here. Getting it, getting it, getting it.
Congratulations. You win
3 dubs.
a trophy.
Oh, we want a trophy. Oh, here we go. And of course, this guy's got something to say.
You can get a hang time turbo from jumping. The longer you're in the air, the bigger the turbo you'll get when you land. For big turbos, try to get extra air time by hopping off jumps using the R1 button.
The R1 button. Again, I do not give a shit about my job. So, somewhere or another, back in the PlayStation, you had... Okay, I think this is where you save the game.
This is the load save screen. There are 5 of these screens, 1 in each world section.
Okay,
When you
up. Where's the tip? Alright, let's go ahead and save the game. We might have to come back to this game. I'm just saying, that was a blast. I had fun. Let's go ahead here and get over to the ranking screen. Okay, now this is where it gets tough. And this is one of the hardest things about ranking. Is that I don't remember exactly everything about how the game went when we ranked it, right? Like Garfield Kart. Obviously that took first place at the time because it was a lot more fun than Cruising World, Excitebike, and actually those were only 2 at the time. last week we played Super Mario Kart and had an absolute shit of a fucking time. So it got bottom of the barrel. I have a feeling it'll be down there for a while. So it's like right now my gut instinct, my knee-jerk reaction is to put Crash Team Racing at the beginning. Or I'm sorry, in the number 1 spot, right? But is that just because we just got done playing it? Or is it truly better? I don't know. All I know is that I feel like I got a lot more angry with Garfield Kart than I did with Crash Team Racing. We can, we will do a final check-in on the road rage gauge. But at the end of the day, and I know this is going to upset a couple people out there, you know who you are, but I really think Garfield Kart has been dethroned, and we are going to be putting Crash Team Racing on the PSX Episode 5 as our new top contender. Now, for future episodes, for a future episode, we are going to have a Speedway Showdown, where we put up some of the top games and kind of go back to back with them and see if the ranking changes as time has gone on. We'll also do a worst episode ever and that kind of thing. It'll be a lot of fun. But, I think that's where we're at for now. Crash Team Racing taking that number 1 spot. I know it's upsetting a lot of people out there in the world, but it is what it is. Don't like it, don't watch Speedway Showdown. You can watch Tim's fucking show. He's talking about making, like, Time Trial Attack Trivia Television or some dumb shit like that. Real quick, we're going to do one final check-in on the road rage gauge here. Not bad. Not bad. That might actually be, to date, the lowest road rage gauge at the end of an episode. Just saying. Go back and compare that to the one on Garfield Kart. If you don't like the results that Garfield Kart's been dethroned, go back and watch that and compare. It's all about what makes you mad. It's all about what makes you have fun. So, anyway, what's that? I don't think so, Tim. Not enough time tonight. Tim's saying he wants to see a boss fight. We're not going to have enough time on this episode, but I tell you what, in the future, stay tuned. We will do a Crash Team Racing Episode 2, just to see what the boss fights are like. It's the best I can do. Don't like it? I don't know what to tell you. All right, everybody. So for me and Tim and everyone else here at Speedway Showdown, we want to wish you all a great night, and we will see you here next week for another exciting episode. Take care.